Oh boy, the continuing saga, Jeremy Dewitte and Stolen Valor. He has not, as of yet, publicly admitted that he lied about military service. He has, in a police interview, stated that he was not in the Army, never swore an oath into the Army, but he still won't admit it, not in public. And if you look at his day in the life of Jeremy Dewitte, the funeral escort extraordinaire who has to wear a police look-alike uniform and wear a duty belt with a pepper ball gun. And the last one I just saw, he had like 2 handcuff cases on the back and all this other stuff. Come on. And he says, oh, well, we don't look like any other law enforcement in our area with the blue uniform. Oh, BS. Department of Children's Services paid him a visit, and the officer that was with him, guess what he was wearing? A dark blue uniform. If Jeremy had his on, they would have looked like twins. Jesus. Anyway, he still hasn't admitted to stolen valor, to false military claims. If you look at my background picture, yep, been there, done that. I was in the 82nd Airborne from January 1983 to October 1987. Jumped out of many high-performance aircraft, C-130, C-141s. Also jumped out of a couple of Blackhawks, even a Huey. So we did some parachute jumps out of Hueys, Blackhawks, C-130, C-141s. Never did jump out of a Chinook. I think that would have been pretty cool, but never got the chance to jump out of a Chinook. But this is stuff that Jeremy knows nothing about. Nothing. That picture is a C-130. Looks like a combat jump. I can see the packs in front of their thighs, and looks like T-10 parachutes. And jumped many a T-10, jumped many a MC-1-1 Bravo. I left the 82nd in 87 and never made it back during the rest of my career. I wish I could have. I love the 82nd Airborne. That was the best duty station I was ever at. Jeremy continues to have backdrops on all of his videos that kind of infer there might be some military relationship between him and the military, and there is none. I mean, in his office, he's got a Special Forces flag. He's got a U.S. Army flag. He's got an Iraqi police armband hanging up on the wall. This last one he did at his house. Somebody wanted to see him getting ready to go to work, get dressed. Really, dude? That's some weird shit. Sorry, just weird. But he's got like a U.S. Special Forces operations book that he's got turned so you can see what it is on his bookshelf. You can't tell me he's not trying to bolster his ego and make people think that he is something he is not. A friend of mine, and this guy is the one that was the initial recipient of the letter from the U.S. Army that says Jeremy Dewitte was never in the military, at least not the Army. And when they do the NPRC checks, they check all branches. So he's never been in the military, period. Let me just show you that real quick. Boom. Department of the Army. This comes out of Human Resources out of Fort Knox. Actually, that's where my records are kept because even though I'm retired, I am part of the retired reserve, so to speak. I could be called back. Man, I'll tell you, it's going to have to be really bad for me to get called back. But this is in response to your request for military personnel files pertaining to Mr. Jeremy C. Dewitte. Your request was processed under the provisions of the Freedom of Information/Privacy Acts. And then we'll go down a little bit more. No records pertaining to Mr. Jeremy C. Dewitte were found. And that's through the IPERM system, which is a database that has all your military records in it. And they also did a search through the NPRC in St. Louis. That's where I send all of my requests. And nothing found. Period. Never in the military. So, Jeremy, stop it. Fess up to it. come out in public. Come out in public and say, yep, I'm a shitbag. I was claiming all that stuff and I never did it. I'm sorry. It won't happen again. But yet you continue to infer that you had some type of link to the military just by the backdrops you use in your videos. So, and this wouldn't be complete without a picture of him in his uniform. I don't know what event he was attending here. If somebody could come up with some information on this and get it to me, that would be greatly appreciated. It's some type of a military function. There's a Staff Sergeant Marine standing in the background in his dress blues. And then you got Dewitte here with all of this fruit salad that he never earned, including the uniform itself. He's got an air assault badge on there. I went to air assault school. He's got the military free fall parachute badge next to that. And then he's got the Army expert marksmanship badge, and he's got 2 bars under it. That's probably the same one. He just popped it off of that uniform and plopped it on his fake cop uniform. This aggravates me. It really does. A lot of people say, well, why do you even bother with this? Why do you get so upset about it? Well, that's because people don't realize the blood, sweat, and tears that go into attending these schools, airborne school, air assault school. In his case, he's claiming special forces. One of my commenters said he went to the selection course, and he got the gate after 2 weeks, but wasn't selected. That in itself, just going to the selection course, is something to be super proud of, even if you don't make it. And, a lot of guys, they go 2-3 times before they get selected. There's a lot of different things they look at for selection. So I never did it. I enjoyed my family life that I did have, even while I was in the military. And those guys are gone like all the time. So, I had thought about it at one time, but yeah, no. I liked where I was at in my military career at that time, and it worked out for the best. I've been married 38 years. So, awesome. So, that's it. Jeremy, stop being a douchebag. Come out, say you're sorry, admit it, get it over with. Because nobody believes it. There's too much evidence out there that shows you were never in the military. So come on, man, fess up. You got enough shit going on right now that you're probably going to spend some time in jail over. You don't need this hanging over your head, because eventually somebody's going to find out where that photo was taken. Or one of your clients is going to say, well, the only reason I hired his company was because he said he was a special forces major. And so I wanted to give a veteran the business. Well, guess what? That would be a big time violation of Stolen Valor Act 2013, and you could be charged and either fined or imprisoned for that as well. So come on, man, get it out there. Hey guys, have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications on new uploads, and we'll see you on the next one.